Hello, it's Stuart, and this video will give you 7 ways to help to manage your anxiety. Number 1 is sleep. Nothing new here, but if you can get 7 or 8 hours good sleep a day, not always possible I know, but if you can do that over a period of 2 or 3 weeks, the difference it will make to the way you feel will be amazing. Trust me on that one. Number 2, diet. Plenty of fruit and veg, healthy foods, less red meat, more white meat like chicken, more fish, and most importantly, drink plenty of water. I am guilty of this. I don't drink enough water, but if you can drink enough water, over the period sometimes of a week, a couple of litres a day as suggested, again, the difference you will feel will be incredible. And of course, the better we can feel about ourselves, the easier it is for us to manage our anxiety and our depression. And that brings me on to number 3, which is exercise. I'm a massive fan of exercise. I've always been a sporty person right through my life. So exercise to me is relatively easy. But if you can get into a routine of doing some, it's nothing new again here. Plenty of information out there on websites, in books from your GP about how exercise can benefit you if you do suffer with anxiety and depression. But a big factor again for me is it makes you look good. If you exercise regularly and pay attention to your diet, you can, your whole body shape can change. And of course, anything that we have got that gives us an extra boost to our self-esteem can make us manage again this anxiety and this depression a little bit better. Number 4 is avoid. You're probably wondering what I mean by avoid. But if there's a chance that you don't have to go to a particular situation, maybe one that you've been to before that might cause you some anxiety or potentially cause you some anxiety, why are you going to go? Take yourself out of that situation. If you don't need to go to give yourself extra feelings of anxiety, don't do it. Number 5 is prepare. If you have to go to this situation, then why not spend a bit of time thinking ahead to the different scenarios that might happen, which could potentially exaggerate your feelings of anxiety. I did a Father of the Bride speech in the summer, and I prepared. I prepared what I was going to say and how I was going to say it. It was in front of 100 people, enough to give anybody some anxiety feelings, but it all went really well, and that was because of my meticulous preparation. It really helped me deliver a good speech on the day. Number 6 is meditation. This takes a lot of practice, and again, there's lots of information out there about different sorts of meditation and mindfulness and whatever. I'll point you to a YouTube channel called One Moment Meditation. One Moment Meditation, where it lessens the time period of meditation to 1 minute. And this is a great start point, I think, for learning the techniques of meditation. It's difficult to do to clear your mind, but if you start with a shorter time period, as it says on this YouTube channel, 1 Moment Meditation, it's a great introduction for you to try and train your brain to do this. And number 7 is medication. Was never a great fan of medication to treat anxiety and depression. You've probably seen me talk about this on another video on this channel. However, I do take some medication now to help manage my anxiety, and it does work. In the past I've thought I don't need anything, to help me. I can manage this on my own. And you do realise that it's very difficult to do. So any little bits of help that you can get with some medication, they've certainly really benefited me. And if you're unsure about this, go and see your GP. Why wouldn't you? You're suffering from an illness. If it was any other sort of illness, you'd go and get some medication. So go and see your GP and see what they suggest. Okay, so there we go. Those are 7 ways to help manage the effects of your anxiety. I will see you all again soon.